guys, it's Megan. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing part 2 of my 5 ways to fill your sketchbook series. I'll be showing you guys 5 different drawing ideas in this video, so without further ado, let's just get into it. So the first idea that I have for you guys is to take a traditionally cute character and to make them creepy. And for this one, I decided to draw the Powerpuff Girls if they were like creepy, kind of like in a horror movie or something. And I seriously had so much fun with this drawing. So for Bubbles, I gave her some scraggly pigtails and a dress kind of like the 2 girls in The Shining was what I was going for. And then I gave her her octopus, but her octopus's head kind of fell off. And then for Blossom, I didn't really have a specific idea for Blossom, so she's kind of just a combination of Bubbles and Buttercup, and obviously like herself. And I made her bow droopy. Then for Buttercup, I made her in sort of like a Wednesday Addams style dress because I feel like she would be kind of like Wednesday Addams. So after erasing the pencil lines, I went in with my red Crayola marker and drew any spots where I wanted there to be blood. And I made each girl the same color that they are in the show, except for their dresses, I tried to pick colors that were a little bit more muted and not as bright. For Bubbles, I went ahead with this very light blue color. I gave Blossom a muted pink dress and Buttercup a dark green dress. Blossom has a rip in her dress, blood on her sleeve, and a rip in her stocking. And Buttercup has blood on her dress and a rip in her stocking as well, while Bubbles is a bit cleaner. I outlined each girl with a thick fine liner, and I thought that this really made each character pop, and it made it even more like they were supposed to be Powerpuff Girls. So this is how the finished drawing came out. I'm really happy with it. I think that these would look really cute as stickers maybe someday in the future. So the second idea that I have for you guys is to draw a meme. Or in this case, a scene from a movie that just like happens to be a meme. So I drew this scene from Little Miss Sunshine where Olive is looking in the mirror, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys have seen this meme and then she's just like, yep, still fabulous. And I just think that she's so cute. I drew her in sort of a cartoon style, and this was also a good way to practice poses because not gonna lie, for some reason I was just having a little bit of trouble with getting her pose right, but I think that it looked okay in the end. And once she was outlined, I went ahead and colored her in with my Prismacolor colored pencils, and I tried to put a little bit more effort into the coloring this time because I know a lot of you guys like to point out how bad I am at coloring, and guys, I know I suck at coloring. That's why I have been trying to color every single drawing in my sketchbook so that I can practice coloring. And then I moved on to coloring in the skin and the hair, and I'm actually pretty happy with how both of these turned out. I attempted to shade the skin with 2 different colors of peach, and I do think that the skin turned out a little bit darker than I would have liked, at least a little bit darker than it was in the reference picture, but it's okay. And for the hair, I used a mixture of orange and a orangish brown tone to make her red hair. And I decided that her swimsuit needed some glitter like it has in the movie, so I used some silver glitter glue to fill in the silver spots on her swimsuit. And here's how my finished drawing of Olive from Little Miss Sunshine turned out. The third idea that I have for you guys is to draw someone that you follow on Instagram. I decided to draw Naomi from the Instagram account Tiny Bangs. Tiny Bangs is a fashion company that was created by a mom and her 2 daughters, and Naomi is the oldest daughter. Her sister's name is Annie, and I really want to draw Annie sometime in the future. I might even do a picture of both of them together. I thought that this picture of Naomi would be really fun to draw because of her expression, and I really need to work on doing different expressions when I draw, and I just loved her expression in this photo. So I'll make sure to leave the Tiny Bangs Instagram account down below. I love their photos. I think that these girls' clothes are just amazing. I'm very jealous. So for Naomi's hair, I colored it with a bunch of different colors of blue. And for her jacket, in the original photo, it was more of a holographic jacket, but obviously I don't have holographic colored pencils. I mean, that would be cool and all. So I just decided to use a metallic silver for her vest. I colored in a square behind her that was the orange color that was also in the photo, and I decided to just do a block of color instead of doing the whole entire background, and here's how the finished drawing turned out. I think that it at least looks kind of like her. The fourth idea that I have for you guys is to draw yourself a profile picture, and I have been needing a new profile picture for a while now, and so I decided just to draw myself one, because honestly, I'm not very photogenic, and I cannot take pictures to save my life. I wanted my new profile picture to kind of represent what my channel and also my Instagram is about, so I put some art on the walls and I drew myself sitting at a desk with a piece of paper and some art supplies in front of me. Looking back on it though, I think I added a little bit too much detail in this profile picture, but that's okay, I still kind of like it. So for the pictures in the background, I decided to draw the YouTube play button. I drew a cat to represent my cat Lucky, and a mandala just because I thought that they looked pretty, and some flowers, again, just because I thought it was pretty. And then so I just drew everything on the desk and colored everything in, and yeah. And for those of you that are wondering, yes, I did use a reference photo of myself for this picture, and I think it kind of looks like me, but like I could have done better, and I'll probably try to create a new profile picture in the future, but I think that this one looks fine for now. So I just went ahead and colored in her skin, and then colored the hair just like my hair. And then I colored in the background with a light purple color, just because, as you guys probably know by now, my favorite color is purple, and I also have purple walls. So here's how the finished drawing turned out. I think that it turned out okay, but I'm kind of upset because I messed up on the mouth, which is just really throwing the whole drawing off for me, and also the eyes just look a little weird, but you know, if for a first attempt, it's not too bad. The last idea that I have for you guys is to draw some mandalas. So for this, I used this like circle stencil that I found in my dad's desk actually, and I just drew out some circles, and I drew some smaller circles inside of those circles, and then I drew lines to divide the circle. And basically, if you just look up pictures of mandalas, you can pretty much either copy the design or you can use different elements from like different designs to make up your own design. I think that this is a really nice warm-up activity. Maybe you could just draw one mandala and then go on to doing whatever you wanted to do, and then in a few days you'll have the whole page filled up with mandalas. And I just think that they're really pretty and they're pretty easy to do. And when your mandala is done, you can outline it with a micron pen or a Sharpie or any other type of pen that you would like, and then just go ahead and erase the pencil marks. So here's how the finished page turned out, and I'll probably end up adding some color or something to it later, but I had a deadline for this video and my hand was starting to hurt, so I just drew these. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and as always, make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this one, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. It is @WellerMegs, and yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!